if you could explain what a marketer does and how they are in about three words, that would probably be it. I'm going to make this one quick because I've got a staff member coming in, or potential staff member, in about 5 minutes. So I better make it quick. So I just got off the phone with a dental practice, well-established dental practice in Sydney CBD. Been running for almost 2 decades now. Amazing business. Really, really kicking goals. And they've embarked on a search strategy for the last few years, which is providing some results for this one of like tape it off a little bit. So we had a bit of a chat around where they're currently at and some potential things that they need to do to fix it. The thing that we found, which was really interesting, was they're based in the CBD, and their brand name is actually very related to where they're located. Problem was they were focused on Sydney, or the search strategy was based on Sydney-based terms. So like Sydney dentist, Sydney orthodontic work, Invisalign, dentists in Sydney, etc., etc., etc. Which is good. Problem with them though is that they're in the CBD, and they were getting a lot of customers, like an hour on the I guess the outskirts of Sydney, so like Lower Glebe Mountains, Penrith, Hornsby up in North Shore, down in the Shire in Sutherland, and they were coming up because people were typing in Dennis Sydney, for example, and hoping that they would get someone close to them in Sutherland, for example. But that wasn't the case because Google wasn't providing all those results. So they would call up and they would have a chat to this particular dental practice and go, hey, I need some emergency work done, need a root canal, I've got, sore tooth or toothache or whatever. And then they will find out 30, 45 minutes into the conversation that they need to drive an hour to get to them. So they were they're having a lot of acquirers, but a lot of business wasn't coming through because it wasn't their target market. And so what we drilled down on is that, like, in terms of, especially like thinking friend, you're telling them a good needle for them the most. We found that they weren't targeting their immediate area. So we didn't see Sydney CBD, for example, they weren't targeting Rangaroo, they weren't targeting Tower Hall, they weren't targeting Circular Quay, they weren't targeting Union, Martin Place, etc., etc., etc. And so what we suggested to them was basically, if you need to essentially target those areas first, because that's where your customer is. They're like, 5 or 10 minute walk away, or they're a 2-minute Uber, and, was right, well, they're going to convert every time just because you're local. So my advice to businesses is general in this scenario, doesn't necessarily have to be a dental practice. But if you're targeting, or your organic search strategy is focused on, the big terms like Sydney or Melbourne or any kind of metro area, your service area is not there, do not target. It's going to be confusing for your customer, it's going to be frustrating for your customers as well, but it's going to be frustrating for you at the end of the day because your team is like picking up calls, answering emails, and filling out, or replying to contact form inquiries that are just wasting their time. And it's wasting your time, and it's not efficient for the business. So make sure that you're always thinking naturally around how your customers search and your local area first, and then build on it from there.